This is The Wheel Weaves, a Wheel of Time podcast with no spoilers. Hey everyone, I'm your host Dani, and I'm the first-time reader going through this series chapter by chapter. As always, there's no spoilers past the chapter we're covering, and that means it's totally safe for first-time readers. I'm joined by my co-host Brett, who's a longtime fan, and he's guiding me on this journey. We'd like to thank and acknowledge our executive producers, Brandy and Kirkwood, Sean McGuire, Yanis, Albert Lorenzo, LightBlindedFool, Green Man, Deyvis Ferreira, Margaret, Big C, Bennett Williamson, and Dylan C. And before we get into things today, we want to thank and welcome Sinking Frigate to the Wheel Weaves Patreon team. Thank you so much for your generosity and support. We really, truly appreciate it. In this episode, we're talking about Chapter 29 of Crossroads of Twilight.
Yeah, Chapter 29 is Something Flickers.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be something about, remember Flicker from a long
Sure.
time ago?
Yeah.
It didn't feel like that.
No, I mean, what do you think it refers to? Like the ghosts or...
Oh.
There's more ghosts this chapter.
Yeah, there are ghosts.
Yeah.
I thought maybe when they spy the chick they're looking for.
Yeah.
I think there's a mention of like, oh, something flickered on the edge of his vision, and he was like, oh no, that's her.
Yeah, it could be.
Something like that.
Yeah. Let's.
Is it ghosts?
I mean, it could be. I'm not telling you it's for sure ghosts, because it's not for sure ghosts, but there's for sure ghosts here.
Yeah, okay.
But it could be Renna. I mean, okay, we gotta
Right,
pour one
that's
out
her
for
name.
her. Yeah.
Okay.
Like we've known her for a long time.
Right.
But anyways, I don't want to get into that yet, because first we gotta go shopping!
Okay, sure. Oh yeah, do we ever have to go shopping?
It's such a slow march to the end here.
Oh my
We're so
gosh.
close. After this episode, you can go finish the book.
Cool.
Holy moly.
And then throw it in the fireplace.
You can do that with this. This one, I'll allow it.
Yeah.
It's okay.
And there will be a fire
Yeah.
in the fireplace. Pure finality.
Oh, good. Well, we also have to do like our book recap and stuff, so don't,
That's
pump the brakes
true.
a little bit.
I can't wait to find the good stuff that happened in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, the toss-up for my favorite chapter was between this one and next chapter.
Okay.
And it's not this one,
Oh,
so it's next chapter.
I liked this one.
We'll get to it then,
I
but
like this one.
let's do this first.
When I was chanting, do it, and then they do it, I was
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Awesome. We'll talk about it when we get there.
Okay.
So since it's our second last episode, as is tradition, we're going to talk about the occurrences of chapter symbols.
Oh.
I hope you studied.
I didn't.
I hope
even
you're ready.
A little bit. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm
okay.
not. Even a little bit. I actually, the majority, no, I would say probably at least half of this book, I read each chapter for the first time listening on audiobook.
Yeah.
Just for time. I don't have time to sit and read.
Yeah.
But I do lots of driving. So, I didn't see a lot of the chapter symbols.
Okay. Go with the gut thing.
I gotta do the gut thing.
Tell me how you feel. So let's start it off with Crossroads of Twilight.
Yeah.
I want to know what you think was the most frequent chapter
Okay.
symbol.
Okay.
Logic it out.
Yeah.
Like, it's not necessarily a big surprise,
No.
but...
Is it the Flame of Tarvalon?
So it's usually between two.
Yeah.
So
It's usually the Wheel and Snake,
or...
Flame of Tarvalon.
Yeah, so you're going with Flame of Tarvalon, or...
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Am I wrong?
You're correct, actually.
Oh, I'm good.
Yeah, good job.
See, I'm learning.
Here's an interesting fact about it, though.
I'm learning.
You ready?
Yeah.
So it occurred 4 times. And it's interesting because this is the first book where we have the fewest occurrences while still being the most popular at 4. So usually the most popular symbol is at least 5 occurrences.
Ooh.
This is the lowest, so 4, and it came in first.
Okay.
Now, there's a tie for second and third place.
Okay. Is it the wolf and the dice?
We technically tied for second place, right?
Technically
That's how it
tied
works?
for second. That's how it works.
Yeah. Sorry, I wasn't listening. I was trying to...
Wolf and dice.
No, not at all.
Oh.
Completely wrong.
Really?
Mhm.
Not even the wolf?
Not even the wolf. No, you're completely wrong. So
Oh.
3 occurrences. 2 symbols had 3
I feel
occurrences.
like we were really with Perrin a lot.
It felt
Okay.
that way, yeah,
All
for
right.
sure.
Okay. Is it the Wheel and Snake?
Yeah, it
Okay.
is. That's one of them. But what's the other one that had 3 occurrences? You're probably never going to guess it.
Oh, we need the Jeopardy music. Hold on. How about the Shan Chen helmet?
No.
Okay.
No, that did have 2 occurrences, and there was a lot at 2 occurrences. So the wolf, like you said.
Okay.
Yeah. The Shanshin helmet had 2. The 5 dice had 2.
Yeah.
Giving you some hints here.
How is that hints? Those are the 3 I already said.
Well, I know. That's a hint, though. That is not those ones.
Well, you already... You already told me it's not those ones.
Okay, keep going.
Oh, man. I guess Elaine did a lot. Is it the lion?
Also 2 occurrences.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Tell me.
Yeah, it's the 2 ravens.
What?
Yeah, 3 occurrences. Crazy. Crazy stuff happening here. Okay, now the less interesting part of this fun fact now is because the most popular from books 1 to 10, we didn't actually really have any shifts in the positioning. So the most popular is still the Wheel and Snake at 53 occurrences, the Flamatar Valen at 51, then the 5 Dice at 29, then the Dragon at 27, Wolf at 27, and the Dragon's Fang at 24.
Okay.
So there you go. That wraps up the chapter symbols.
Fun.
Yeah.
All right. Well, before we get into this chapter, let me tell you about what happened last time. We have Matt still traveling with the circus and all of that jazz, except that he's getting increasingly more worried about getting caught and stuff. And he's worried about the Shanshan ladies trying to escape and the Aes Sedai being found out and collared. So, you know. You
say increasingly, but I mean, he's been stressed the entire time.
I know, but it just felt like it was amping up.
Okay,
like
that's fair.
Thinking about it lots.
Totally fair. Okay.
Yeah, and then also he's courting Tuon.
Yeah, he started that.
Yeah.
And
then, we also found out
Yeah.
that if you just shout out about being married, you just get to be married.
You're married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, somebody on our Discord did say
Sure.
they were surprised that I wasn't more incredulous about this whole, if you say, I'm your wife and you're my husband, then you're just married.
Yeah.
A la, you can't just say,
Sure,
I'm not the queen.
Yeah.
And then you're not the queen.
Yeah.
However, so here's the thing about that. In real life...
I think I know what you're going to say.
In real life, at least for us in our culture and how we got married,
Yeah.
you say, do you want to be married?
Yes.
And then you say, yep. And then married.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that's literally how it works.
You sign the paper behind the scenes.
That's the thing. The government gets involved and says, oh, really? You want to be married? We'll sign this.
Yeah.
And then you say, okay.
Yeah.
And then married. However, if you don't want to be married anymore, you can't just say, not married.
True.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's the difference
That's
here.
the paperwork deal.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
And that's the whole not queen.
Yeah.
You can't just say not queen.
Apparently
you can't just say not married. So this is a negative versus positive thing.
Okay, that's totally fair.
That's kind of the difference there.
I get it.
On my thoughts.
I thought you were actually going to go into a little bit of a rant about how last chapter we got left on this huge cliffhanger of Matt being demanded something from Tu, like she wants something, and it's like, oh no, and finally he says,
What's
yes,
it
what
be?
Is it? It's like
literally
from what it seems like
dresses.
It's
Dresses
the shopping
that fit
trip.
her body.
Yeah, and not even the dress, it's the fabric. She wants to go by fabric.
Well, we have
because
the
seamstress is good enough, the fabric's not good enough, so we got to go buy the fabric.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So it was quite frivolous. It wasn't.
Let's do
really
this.
Anything.
Let's do this thing. Okay.
Okay. I am gonna get some bonus points though.
For fabric?
No, for leaving.
For leaving.
I think
you're gonna have to remind me. I don't know.
Aren't we leaving the circus? Don't they leave? Don't they go off and leave?
Nope.
Oh.
That's not how the chapter ends.
Oh, really?
They come back to the circus. We'll get there.
What?
I think you get docked. No! You get docked more marks now because you thought that they left.
I thought we were all leaving.
No, that's the end of the chapter. That they didn't leave. Right? Am I wrong?
No,
Maybe I'm the wrong one.
Sure
I don't know.
I'm wrong.
Okay, let's just. Okay. I'm so confused.
I was like, yay, we're leaving.
You've
and I guess that's the only thing I remember.
You've confused. Maybe I've read this series wrong. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
I'm sure I'm wrong.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, chapter 29 is called Something Flickers, and the chapter symbol is the sword and anchor, which is the Aegianin.
And Baal Daman.
And Baal Daman.
Yeah.
Right.
Pair.
So we are going to stick with our Matt perspective, which is fun and interesting. And you know what? I liked this.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff was happening after we went shopping.
That's true. That's true.
We had to suffer through the shopping.
It's only the first little while.
And
Matt had to suffer through the shopping
and
too.
And we also, as a collective,
we suffer collectively.
As a community, we all suffered through the shopping.
We all go shop. This reminds me actually of back when I was a kid, and you have to go shopping with your mom, and you have to go to the mall and all the stores. It's dragging on and on and on. You're like, no, I'm done. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here in the first place.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Anyways.
So I didn't really have that. I liked the shopping.
Yeah.
However, in here, we're not really getting anything. Even fabric lovers. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Even the people who love this stuff and are like, ooh, old-timey fabrics and
You're not getting
all
that
that
kind of
stuff.
information. It's
No,
like,
it's
there's
like-
red silk and blue silk and green silk and different shades of red silk and then
we're
different
gonna go
shades
to
of blue
this
silk.
store
Yeah.
and look at different silk.
And then get the linens and then the woolens
and I think
then
because it's from Matt's perspective, you really don't get any information.
Which is actually a good point. It's
Yeah.
the perspective. If it was someone else,
He's like,
then
they're all the same, but
Yeah.
clearly,
they're not the same.
clearly they're not.
Yeah.
But
Okay, now we should get into it. Okay.
right, okay, we just discussed half the chapter actually. So
skip.
yeah. All right. Now, before we actually leave to go do the shopping,
Yeah.
Bail Doman is going to try to stop Matt from leaving because he thinks it's crazy.
No, say it like a pirate.
This do be madness.
There you go. It's the emphasis. It's important.
Yeah, this do be madness. He's right. This do be madness. Okay, so the reason is because he's leaving the actual circus to go out into the town.
With Tuon and Selusha, we find out, into the town of Jurador, and Matt even thinks to himself, because he's getting dressed, and he has his typical Matt clothes back on.
He's got his lace.
Yeah. Well, it's really funny, because the behind the scenes of this chapter, I love Matt's thoughts on the clothes, because he's like, oh, this one's got some embroidery, it's using a little bit of lace here. It's like, I could use a couple of new silk coats too. 1 or 3. But he's thinking, hey, if anybody is in this town that would recognize me because of my clothes, then I'm probably going to get caught anyways because it's a Taviran thing, so, like, whatever.
Well, I guess, if that's the attitude here.
That is kind of his attitude here. He's really going off his luck today.
Yeah,
he thinks about that a lot, too.
Oh, yeah. Spins around in a circle with his eyes closed. That one.
I get it. He knows how it works.
Yeah. Okay, but Aginin sort of backs up Matt and is like, don't worry. Tuon gave her word. She's not going to break that. And Matt is not really fully convinced that Tuon is not going to try to escape, but he's taking a chance anyway.
Yeah, that's the luck thing. So, I guess so.
Also, we get a little bit of a side tidbit that Egianin thinks that Matt is crazy for thinking Tuon will actually marry him.
Yeah, it's like a little back and forth where she's like, that's crazy. And he's like, what if maybe she'll say, crazy people get married sometimes. Who knows?
Yes.
Crazy stuff happening.
Yes.
And we know he's destined to do it, so it has to happen.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of how.
Right. It's also super self-fulfilling at this point.
For sure, yeah.
Because if he didn't know that he was fated to marry her, would he have shouted about, she's my wife?
Yeah.
No?
Or would have been a long-term courting arrangement. No, he probably would have left her back in Abu Dar, because
sure.
why wouldn't he?
Yeah, he probably would have just killed her if he, thought she was going to try to stop him.
Something like that.
I don't know.
Yeah, it would have played out differently.
Yeah, but no, super self-fulfilling at this point. So, now we're going to go shopping, though.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Almost. Not yet. Not yet. Let's not yet go.
Oh, gosh, what? What else do we have to talk about before we leave?
Well, first off, Matt's not going to give her any titles or use her name, because if she's not going to call him Matt, he's not going to call her my lady or Tuon.
Okay.
So, And then we've got, the side business of Matt's red armed guard on duty here saying, oh, should I come along to maybe just carry stuff or, look out for you?
Yeah.
And he says no, because Tuon gives Matt a look, and it's, a little bit of back and forth. So, eventually, we can go. But at first, Matt was pretty sure that I was just going to be Tuon, but of course Selusha's coming along too, because a maid would always go, of course.
Of course.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we can go through the circus to leave so that we can go shopping.
And so that Littell can
Luca's wife,
give us a scowl.
Yeah, well, basically being like, hey, Matt, just so you know, if you get caught, we get caught, and we all die, so don't mess it up.
Mm-hmm. Don't get us killed over this.
Yeah.
Over buying new dresses.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a risky business he's doing here.
Yeah. All right. So Matt, Tuon, and Selusha are going to start walking towards the town, and people are super packed on the street, and then this is kind of where it feels a little flickery.
Okay, yeah.
Because when Rand was looking at the empty farmhouse, all of it, he blinks, and then it's not empty, and then he blinks, and then it is. I don't know. I don't actually remember it very well.
Yeah, with the flies.
With the flies.
That was a little bit different than the flicker with the portal stone thing. Because the flies thing was not...
Oh, that was blink.
Blink, yeah.
Okay, and flicker.
With portal stone.
Oh, it was portal stone lives.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which Matt was a part of,
Matt was a part of, yes.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a pretty big deal. Matt got to live out like 1,000 of his lives.
Okay, so he has a lot of information also.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Anyway, so this is a little bit confusing especially to read through for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Because
it's quite subtle.
There's tons of people everywhere on this street, and Matt's sort of like dodging and stepping to the side and doing this thing, and then Tuon sort of laughs at him and is like, "What are you doing? You look terrible."
Yeah, like are you practicing a dance? Like, what's happening
idiot?
Here?
And then Matt starts to be like, "People," but then he looks, and there's nobody.
Ghosts.
Yeah, it is. I guess that's what's happening.
Yeah, no, it's for sure ghosts.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we got ghosts like a bunch of times already.
But nobody else saw it.
Because it's the Crossroads of Twilight.
Oh.
The veil is... I've been telling you this.
Oh.
Like the entire book.
Okay, but I'm wondering why Tuon and Selucia didn't see the people. Because in that other town, everybody was seeing the ghosts.
Yeah. Well, these ghosts are just for Matt.
Oh. Okay.
I don't know. It's just... they're ghosts for Matt. They're not for them.
Okay. That seems kind of weird,
just
right?
go with it, man. Like,
so don't ask questions. This is a don't ask questions?
It would be better if you don't, because there's no follow-up information.
Yeah, there really isn't,
yeah, Matt's like, anyways.
Okay, you know what I'm really hoping for after this book?
Sure.
Is that we don't really deal with this anymore. I hope it's like one of those like forgotten plot points that doesn't actually really matter.
The ghosts?
The ghosts. Because it's like a neat thing that like maybe RJ was like, I should do something.
I should do something with ghosts.
And then like...
How do I incorporate this?
And then you just never do because everything else is more important.
Sure. I can understand that feeling.
Either it needs to be something like really cool and come to like a really big crescendo.
For sure, yeah.
Or it needs to be dropped completely.
Yeah, be like, that was a weird book, man.
Like, over the next 4 books.
Saw a lot of ghosts.
If over the next 4 books there's just like random sightings of ghosts and nothing happens with it, I'm going to, like, be upset.
We need a new faction of, like, Aes Sedai, Ghost Hunters.
Ghost Hunters!
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Just saying. It'd be a good idea.
They would have a TV show and everything.
Okay.
Okay, put it on the record, though.
Anyways.
I kind of want this ghost stuff to stop.
You want it to stop. Or
be really exciting.
Really cool. Not the mediocre, like, whoa, ghosts. Anyways, let's go shopping, because that's what happens.
Yeah, I'm over that.
Yeah,
it's
okay.
annoying.
So is Matt.
Well, he doesn't even know.
Yeah, he doesn't. He also wishes, like, I really wish that I felt my medallion go cold, because then maybe channeling shenanigans or something.
Ooh, yeah, it wasn't that.
It's not that. It's none of that. And he's like, oh, no, did they even have shadows or misty breath? Because it's kind of cool, fresh, cool morning air, and
Yeah.
But he also doesn't necessarily remember, or didn't see that.
Okay.
Anyways, let's go. Let's go to the town.
Okay.
Let's get there.
So, we're gonna get to the town. The guards don't pay them much attention, and we get a really big description of this town. And I think the only thing really important to note during all of this shopping...
Sure.
Right? So we're going storefront to storefront to storefront.
Yeah.
And Tuon and Selucia whisper to each other, but they don't talk to the shopkeepers.
Yes.
At all.
Because
of their Shanshan accents, and they don't want to be recognized.
Yes.
And at this point, Matt thinks to himself a lot, it would be very easy for them to all of a sudden be like, I'm Shanshan.
Yeah.
And I'm really important, and this guy kidnapped me.
There's a ton of things.
like, the end.
Yeah, in the backstory of Durador, the town they're in, so there's a huge backstory of how they have salt mines, and they're basically loyal to the Shanshan now, because as soon as the Shanshan rolled up, they're like, hey, we'll pay you a salt tax. Like, we're cool with you, just be cool with us. And the Shanshan were like, yeah, okay. So they're kind of like...
Yes.
Yeah, they're cool with the Shanshan as long as they let them do their salt business.
And it smells bad here.
It smells like salt and brine and salt.
Like sulfur.
Yeah.
Sulfury, maybe? No.
Salt. Like brine is salt water. That's
salt.
He's like, the fountain smells like brine because there's so much salt.
Okay.
Salt water.
Pickles.
I mean, yeah, but in large quantities, then it's like too much pickles, and you're like, whoa.
Oh.
Like a little bit of pickle smell is cool, but then, and when you're not expecting pickle smell, also not great.
Well, I've also brined like a turkey. That doesn't smell like pickles.
No. There's other...
Just
what else?
Salty. Just
what else
salty.
have you...
Nope, that's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Also, keep in mind, Tuon and Selusha are dressed like poor people right now. So at the beginning, all the shopkeepers are like, oh, don't try to steal my things, poor
pretty
people.
Woman.
Yeah, and then Matt's like, I'm the rich man.
You work on commission, don't you? Big mistake. Huge.
I was going to say that. Yeah, so Matt's not dressed like a poor person, and then there you go. So they're like, cool, you have money, so you're going to buy fabric for these poor ladies, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyways, that covers 7 to 12 pages. And let's... They also have meat pie vendors here in the town. It's a prosperous town because of all the salt.
Where the hell are we even? No one even knows where we are.
Don't you know Durador? The salt town?
I can't. Okay. Just... All right. Okay. Woo.
Shopping. Okay. Shopping. We're shopping. We are shopping now. That's happening. And then some things happen. Matt gets distracted several times.
No. Oh, we also need to talk about Tom and his letter. Because actually...
That's later.
I know. Well, is it really...
A little bit. First, before Tom, we have Aludra.
Oh, we have Aludra.
Yeah. So, okay, shopping's happening.
That.
Matt is so bored out of his freaking mind.
Oh, okay.
And watching for different distractions. First distraction, he sees Aludra. And she is talking to one of the salt merchants.
I want to know what Aludra thinks of Matt showing up with this chick in a wig, pretending to be somebody he's clearly not.
Yeah.
And then courting Tuon when they were literally like
a couple days
week ago making out.
Yeah. It was just kissy-kissy. It wasn't anything serious, I don't think.
No, I think Aludra's super cool, but...
If anything, I think Aludra's pissed off at Matt because he was supposed to find her a bell founder, and he didn't.
Oh, he had a lot of other things.
There was a chapter called... I need a friggin' bell founder, Matt.
Is that in this book?
No, it wasn't, but that's not the point. The point is, that was the job. That was what he was supposed to do.
Oh.
He didn't. He couldn't find one because the one guy was like, get out of here, Matt.
Yeah.
And now she's talking to salt merchants, and do you remember what Aludra's up to right now? You know what she's trying to do?
Make bombs.
Cannons.
Cannons.
And I don't really know or understand a lot about cannons, but I'm pretty sure... For anyone wondering about the salt merchants thing, because Matt's like, what's she talking to a salt merchant about? I'm pretty sure salt is used in the production of gunpowder somehow. So
and if it's not, it does in this story.
There you go. Something about that. She's probably still on the cannon train.
Yeah, I actually thought you were going to do some fun fact about salt.
Yeah, I can't. Second last chapter. There's no time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways.
I brought a chunk of salt back from the Dead Sea.
That's cool.
Yep.
Is there any follow-up to that?
No, I've also been in a salt mine.
Okay. Why? When?
Esterhazy, Saskatchewan.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Mm-hmm. We did a tour of it.
Fun.
And it didn't... I don't remember it smelling. I guess it smelled like salt.
How much water was nearby?
I don't know, not much. But, okay, I just stopped to look it up because I wanted to make sure that I was right. Because, it's one of those things that you... have done before and you're like, hold on, I'm
pretty sure
super overconfident about this situation.
Yeah.
So in Esterhazy, Saskatchewan, they have a potash mine.
Okay.
And then I had to be like, what's potash? Potash includes various mined and manufactured salts.
Okay.
That contain potassium in water-soluble form.
Cool. Okay.
So.
Did happen. Yeah.
Did happen.
The story you told about your life did happen, which is good.
About the apples. Okay.
All right. Yep. Let's go. Okay. Now, while Matt is thinking about if he wants one or three new coats.
Right.
That's when Tom distracts him.
Because Tom is here too?
Yeah, we're all in town. We're in the town. We're hanging out in the town. Everyone's in the town.
Everybody's milling about.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Got it. Okay. And he's looking at his letter.
Well, Tom goes by, and then Matt's like, oh, he's really tired. And then also, my manservants have been complaining about Tom, who's been staying up all night, burning the candle all night. He's reading and rereading this precious letter.
And I'm pretty sure last chapter there was some kind of mention about Tom and his letter or something like that, and we never talked about it.
Been mentioned a few times in the
past
few books.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah, and Matt doesn't understand what could be so fascinating in a letter from a dead woman.
Yeah, Maureen.
Okay.
It's Maureen, right? It's Maureen's letter?
It is. Do you want a recap on where this all went down?
Oh, I don't need a recap. I know this.
Tell me. Let's go. This is important.
Well, at the end of Fires of Heaven.
Okay, yeah.
Maureen.
Chapter 52,
had previously been through Ruidian, where she learned some truths about her life or something like that.
For sure.
And she knew what she was going to have to do with Lanfear at the docks.
Yep.
And she wrote a series of letters.
Yeah.
One of them being to Tom.
Yes, exactly.
And Rand thinks, that's weird, anyway, and moved on.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Moraine, she did write the 2 letters, one to Rand, which Rand reads immediately after Moraine dies and kills
that's where
Lanfear.
She was like, I knew I was going to have to do that.
Yeah, because she's like, oh, the alternatives that I saw were either Rand dying or Rand becoming Lanfear's devoted lover, and either of those options was bad. So
I don't know.
I had to kill her.
At this point in the series, I'm actually kind of for Rand being Lanfear's devoted lover.
Yeah, I'm always on board for that.
I think that would have been very entertaining.
I'm not against,
and then everybody would have had to deal with that. Give me that book. Give me that series of books.
Right. And then the second letter that Moraine wrote was for Tom, and Moraine gave it to Rand and told Rand, hey, give it to Tom next time you see him.
And we still don't know what's in it.
We don't. But apparently Tom's reading and rereading it.
Yeah.
Must be pretty good.
Must be great.
Yeah.
Must be so great.
Mm-hmm.
There was always a
naked
spark
drawing,
there.
Perhaps?
There was always a spark
okay.
there. She was always giggling at his knife flourishing and stuff.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
We'll just have to wait and see for when she gets back. Because she's not dead. The end of book 9.
Wait. We're going to have to wait until she's back to find out what's in the letter?
Yeah, because they're going to be together, clearly.
And then the letter will be, like...
Yes.
Give me a Tom perspective.
Yeah.
And then Tom can read me the letter. There's options here.
No, it'll be like...
To wait for Moraine to get back?
Yes.
She's never coming back, man. She's dead. She died. She's gone.
Oh, that's
at
the
what
stance you're taking today?
At what point does she come? Like, how long do we have to wait before it doesn't matter?
Well, I thought it was book 9.
Yeah, you did.
But
she's been gone. Okay, so if she doesn't come back by the end of this book...
Yeah.
She's been gone for longer than she was here.
Yeah. Yep. That's
how do you feel about that?
I still feel like the last chapter has to finish of the entire series with Moraine not coming back for me to be like, all right, I'm wrong.
Okay, fair.
I can't. Lanfear came back.
Yeah, and what about it?
I said she would, and she did. Okay. Now I'm waiting on Moraine.
Who's Moraine disguised as?
Right. See, the whole thing about
that's the
Lanfear
part.
Coming back, it's like, well, it's the whole transmigration thing.
Yeah,
so
that's the dark one.
I think that Moraine still had. But no, can't. Moving on.
Okay.
Actually, before we move on, let's take a break.
Sounds good.
Okay, and we'll be right back. Okay, so we're back.
Yeah. Let's continue with the shopping and the distractions.
Oh, yeah, okay. Matt does get distracted again because down the road, a woman in a plain cloak lets her hood fall down. And it's an Aes Sedai.
Yeah, oh no, it's Edicina.
Thomas Edison.
Yep.
So she doesn't even hurry to cover her face again, and Matt's like, God.
It's pretty annoying. Like, I gotta say, I'm siding with Matt here. It's annoying because you should still be hiding.
Yeah. I get wanting to go out and whatever,
sure.
But still.
But, I mean, I guess if I'm literally running so I'm not kidnapped and enslaved for the rest of my life... I can hang out in a circus wagon for a couple of months.
Yeah.
Like, try me.
I know.
I don't know. That's...
yeah.
So I'm kind of siding with Matt here, being frustrated.
Yeah, just do a little better job hiding.
Yeah.
So Matt spirals a little bit about who might have seen her, and what happens if someone turns that info into the Shan-Chen, and then he also notices 2 of the Suldam trailing behind her, but I right away was like, no way, that's all 3 Aes Sedai.
Oh.
Like, I never thought that it was 2 Suldam. Like, what? I was like, no, all 3 of them, all 3 of the Aes Sedai are just gone right now.
Yeah, because the math in his head is like, oh no, if there's 2 Suldam here with 1 Aes Sedai, does that mean there's 1 Aes Sedai that I didn't see? Or does that mean that there's 1 Suldam back in the circus for the 2 Aes Sedai?
He spends a lot of time thinking about who those 2 cloaked might be, and never at one point we see, all 3 Aes Sedai are out. And that's exactly what I thought.
Okay.
I was like, oh, they're all gone, for sure.
Right.
And the Suldam are off, probably escaping. I was like,
oh no.
This is for sure what's happening here.
Okay.
But...
It's not good. It's not good.
That's probably right?
I mean, it's pretty, we see what happens with at least one of the Suldam here.
Right.
I don't know. It's not great.
Yeah. Anyways. Okay, but Tuat and Selucia the entire time are still fabric shopping.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. So, this is the point when Matt has been so distracted that he loses sight of them. And then he even freaks out more about, oh no, they took this opportunity to run off.
To run away.
So then this is when he does his like little spin circle. Which way do they go?
Yeah.
Luck, help me. It's like that shop. And then he bumps into a guy who's like, I gotta get into the shop. And then they go to the shop and then they're there.
Yeah.
And they're still just shopping.
Yeah.
And it's all okay.
Yep.
So, yeah, he found them.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, that's true. Okay.
He lost them, but then he found them. It's fine.
Yeah, he hits a shop, and there they are. And I was like, oh, good.
It's a very frantic scene. Yeah.
Yeah, phew, good. But he has had enough of this shopping trip now. He throws down some gold, and he's like, listen, Tuon, if you're buying anything, it's here.
Yeah.
I'm done with this game.
But it's also really funny, because when he walks into the shop, this is when the shopkeeper's freaking out, because again, Tuon and Selucia, poor people.
And they won't talk.
And they won't talk. And they're like, if you don't tell me what you're looking for, I'm going to call the guards.
Yeah.
And then Matt comes into this scene. He's like, oh, dang.
No.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And clearly this is an acceptable shop because when he throws down gold, Tuon gives
I bet they were all acceptable because Tuon gives a little smirk here. Like she's been waiting for him to step up and be a little bit more assertive. Maybe.
Sure.
Maybe that's the word she's looking for because I think that this entire time she's actually been testing him.
She's see how far she can push him until he snaps.
To see if she wants to marry him, right? Like that's kind of the point she's at. He's told her that he wants to marry her, and she needs to make a decision one way or another about this.
Yeah.
And I think she's considering it, and she's throwing out these like little tests almost, because anytime something happens, she's either not saying anything or she's giving these secret smiles.
Yeah, marking out on her board.
Self-sufficient smiles.
It only took him 4.5 hours to snap from the shopping trip.
Yeah. I don't know exactly what she's looking for, but I think that she wanted him to be assertive in this scenario.
That's fair. But yeah.
All right, so they buy a bunch of stuff.
Let's speed up the shopping trip.
Pack it up. Selucia has to carry it.
No. Matt has to carry it.
Well, later Selucia's carrying it.
That's because Matt, when they get back to the circus, Matt throws it down because he just found out about the stabbing. Oh. So he throws down the pack.
There is so much.
Oh my goodness.
I feel like I need to reread this chapter. There is a lot I did not retain.
Yeah. I mean, no.
Or even remotely try to take notes on.
It's funny because the parts that get sped up. So the part that gets sped up.
Like I don't remember who carried it, but later I remember Selucia carried it.
RJ took a long time on the window shopping, and then in basically one paragraph, we go from everything's wrapped up at the shop. Matt has to carry because, of course, Tuon and Selucia aren't.
Okay.
Matt gets a lot of looks from people he thinks about being like, oh, this guy's carrying the pack of
I did not
fabric.
pick up on any of that. I just glazed over the entire thing.
And they get back to the circus all in like literally one paragraph. Like that all happens. And then when we get back to the paragraph, that's when we're interrupted.
A bunch of shit happens.
Because Julian comes running up.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So can we enter there?
Yeah, we're back at the circus
now. Okay, we got important news.
Yeah.
Aginan's been hurt.
Yes.
So Matt and Julian go sprinting through the circus.
Because Matt threw the pack down.
Okay, whatever.
And that's why Selucia has to pick it up, and then she's not happy about that.
Okay, whatever. I don't care at all about any of that. But what I do care about is Aginan, who was just freaking stabbed.
In the back. Crazy.
Literally.
Yeah.
And Domin is sitting there cradling her, and her wig's askew, and there's blood coming out of the corner of her mouth, and her eyes are closed, and Lucas starts going off about how this is a disaster, because there's people, like, lined up, waiting to come in. The circus is about to start, because they're putting on a show here.
Well, he's more worried about Renna taking off.
Oh, and Renna took off.
That's the thing he's worried about.
Yeah,
this is
also
a disaster.
Well, there's lots of things.
He's mostly worried about she's going to tell the Shanshan that he is, like, sheltering people, and they're all going to be murdered. That's what he's upset about.
Yeah.
He's also probably upset about the show and the people.
Well, because that's where we're at right now. And then this is when Domin looks like he's about to murder someone, and he's like, Renna, I saw her stab Agianan in the back, and if I could have reached her, I would have broken her neck.
But he's basically, like, keeping pressure on the wound. So.
Right. And then Matt had called for a sister for healing, because he checks her pulse.
Yeah, she's not dead.
She's not dead.
But it's getting there. She's getting close.
Getting close. But now, at this point, I was like, oh no sister's going to show up, because they're off in the...
No, in the town of
Jordor.
Jordor.
All of them were there.
Yeah.
Okay, so either they were all there, and came back, or I'm wrong, because Teslin shows up.
A little while later.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not too long, but like a little while.
No, and she comes rushing up with Thera, which is Amathera.
Yeah, she went to go get Teslin, probably.
Okay,
that makes sense.
Okay, so Teslin takes a minute, she heals Egyanin, and then is like, okay, she's gonna be okay.
Yeah, it's fine. And again, it's going to be conscious in like a half minute.
Also, during the healing, her wig flies off.
What?
Like, comedically, it feels like. But,
yeah. Well, it's the shock, and it's
and everybody's all gathered around, so
it's
like,
the
there
old
goes
bad
that,
healing. Yeah.
there goes that out the window.
Yeah, it's all fine. And Teslin isn't hiding her face, so now Matt's also... This is a lot of, like, Matt anxiety.
Healed.
Yeah.
She's clearly... It doesn't matter if her face is hidden. She just did magic.
No one can see the magic.
Someone.
People who can't do the magic don't see the magic happen.
Like, anyone who knows healing...
Matt's freaking out about the face, and it's like, oh, if anyone sees her face...
the healing.
Matt has a lot of things to be worried about.
Okay.
Let's be more worried about, because now... Okay, so...
Renna's gone. Let's be worried about that.
Renna's gone. Egyanin is not dead. However, Matt's like, hey, who went to go look for Renna?
Yeah.
And it's Vannon and the Red Arms. That makes sense.
Good.
But also, Matt's 2 manservants... Why are they going?
And Ulver.
And Ulver. What? Why? Like, no.
I don't know. Whatever. It's interesting.
I guess so. Is it, though? It's fine. But here's the thing. If Renna is able to get a cloak and cover her head...
You're right. Then she'd be able to just sneak out.
Yeah.
No problem.
And they can't check every single person who is a woman, because that'd be crazy. That'd be madness.
No. But clearly this wasn't, like, premeditated. Because that is not what she does.
No. She steals a horse and gets the fuck out of Dodge.
Yeah.
And runs down people.
Yeah.
She does not go the subtle route. She goes, get out as fast as possible.
It's almost like she just took an opportunity and then got out.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. It's pretty interesting, the escape plan, too. So, the big thing is that in the background, we also have Luca, who's still moaning about it being a disaster because Renna, if she reports everything to the Shanshan, they're all dead, and Circus and money, oh my goodness, okay.
Yeah. And right now, Matt is actually having a hard time understanding why Renna would betray them.
Yeah, why is she the one?
He doesn't know the dynamics that we know.
That's true. I really like how he almost is if anyone was going to do it, it was going to be Thera.
Because she's totally mentally unstable.
And he cuts himself off, but Julian clearly knows what he's going to say. He's like, hey, buddy, come on.
Yeah. Okay. But good news.
Yeah.
Someone is gonna communicate effectively, and it's the almost dead lady who just woke up from being unconscious.
Just got stabbed. Hey, don't worry, she'll explain it.
She'll explain everything.
Yes.
I was so happy. I was like, yes.
Why is Renna the one who betrayed us?
Well,
did you see it coming?
Well,
Renna betraying us?
Probably. I'm not like, oh my god, what?
So shocked. I wanted to sue them.
I didn't predict it.
That you basically forced into this half-baked escape plan from
Wasn't Renna the one who was so proud? She loved being the Der Suldam lady who was doing the check boxes.
Oh, I think so. Probably. Anyway, yeah. She was one of the, her and Seta, right? So.
She loved it.
Yeah. Anyways.
Because Renna was also the one with Egwene, no?
Yes, Renna was Egwene, the original captor. Yeah, and then we had the whole...
impressed with my memory? I'm impressed with my memory.
Yeah, and at one point we had Bethaman thinking that Renna and Seta used to be the best, or Renna at least was the best trainer that Suroth, until something happened in Falma, and then all of a sudden they're under Suroth's personal protection / control, whatever.
Okay.
So
Egwene's going to spill the beans.
Yes.
And she tells them that she's the only one who knew about Renna's secret. Or at least the only one who might give it away.
Yeah, because Seta wouldn't, because she's basically in the same boat. So
same situation. Same with Bethaman too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, Renna must have thought it would be safe to go home if Egyanin was dead. And then Matt is like, what's the secret? And then Egyanin's like, Suldam can actually channel. And I was like,
no!
Oh my god, can Tuon hear? Does she know?
She can, and she does hear, but we don't know if she knows.
Oh.
We get some reactions. I love it.
I love this so much.
This is actually fantastic.
Yeah, it is really good, actually.
Yeah. First off, Luca doesn't know what the hell's going on.
No clue.
No
Doesn't
idea.
care. He's like, we have a show to put on.
Yeah. Also, maybe we should, I don't know.
Yeah.
Mostly the show.
Teslin is in shock.
Yeah. Jaw on the floor.
Oh my goodness. And Solutia takes an angry step towards Daman, but is stopped by Tuon.
Because that's like a personal affront to her lady.
Yes.
Right?
Who is
she's
a trainer.
She's technically a Suldam, or she
can be, right?
Yes.
She can put it on.
She's a Damani trainer. It works.
Okay.
Yep.
And then Tuon has this unreadable expression, and then Matt thinks, burn me. On top of everything else, I'm going to marry a woman who can channel.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Who comes from a culture where channeling means you're like an animal.
Well, that's huge, because, like, literally Tuon is the one who and takes pride in training her Damani like she trains her horses.
This is going to have some repercussions.
Maybe.
Now, I certainly hope that we're going to see those at some point.
Let me tell you a thing about compartmentalization, right? So that's where we just, like, separate.
But now other people know.
Well, not if we kill everyone. Or we just ignore it.
Okay, ignoring yes, killing no.
Okay.
But, that's quite the accusation.
Well, I'm just saying, too, like, Eggian is in a dangerous spot now, because now you have, like, Solutia and Tuon who, hey, maybe if we don't want that information getting out.
Mm-hmm. I'm so happy she did, though. I'm so happy. This is the greatest.
That was a big thing to just kind of say.
I love it.
Out loud.
It's so good.
In front of Tuon and Solutia.
So good.
Like, Eggiana knows who they are. Like, she knows. She's aware.
I know. But she also just woke up from, being almost dead.
Yeah. Good for her.
Just mostly dead.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Let's see how that plays out.
I think so, too. I'm really excited.
It's a bold move.
See how this plays out for her, Cotton.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, man.
Okay. So at this point, Matt's Red Arms come riding up, and then this is where we learn that Renna stole a horse and bust out of here.
Yeah.
And
Vannon's still
we're gonna go try to find her.
Yeah, so the rest of the Red Arms came back. Vannon, big guy on the horse, he's following her to keep the trail, basically. Mm-hmm. And they bring Pips, which is Matt's horse, to be like, hey, let's go. And I think this is the funniest part, because they're like, hey, she's riding bareback, so she's going to be slower than us on saddles, because riding bareback is harder on the riders, so you can't necessarily go as fast as long, etc., etc. Sure. Like, there's a reason why people wear saddles and stuff. And Matt's advice is, hey, Luca, you need to pack everything up that you can pack up quickly and get everyone on the road. You need to start moving now, because if we can't catch Renna, she's going to report to the Shanshan that the daughter of the Nine Moons is in your circus.
Yeah.
And then thousands of Shanshan are going to pour down on your circus, and we're all dead. So get your butt moving.
Right. And Luca doesn't want to.
He's like, but
my show.
But the money.
We're all set up.
All my things.
Set up for because that was also some stuff we didn't talk about that was being described.
Yeah.
Was everybody in all of their sequined outfits getting ready for their performances.
You weren't paying attention to Jurador.
Contortionists sitting on their own heads and
Jurador,
all sorts of stuff.
The salt money. They're a rich town.
Yeah.
There's money to be made here, finally, and Luke is not leaving everything behind.
No, so you better go find Renna.
Yeah. He's like, okay, we'll get on the road right away, Matt.
I think that's why, in my brain, I thought they were leaving.
Yeah.
Because
Matt, in a desperate attempt, is like,
Matt's
you need to
fine,
leave.
If you're not leaving, we are.
Yeah. So he tells his guys, he's like, you guys take our stuff, you go to the forest, and I'll find you later.
I really thought we were all going.
Uh-huh.
We were all leaving.
Yeah, he does do that. He tells Julian to leave all the gold for Luca. Give him everything, it doesn't matter. You go that way, and I'll find you, because maybe Luca can bribe the Shanshan if they have their daughter of the Nine Moons back. Like, they'll maybe leave you alone, I don't know. Mm-hmm. That's the plan that Matt is bringing up here.
Right. But then Julian is like, maybe we should leave Tuon and Solutia in Jurador.
And not take him with us, because why?
Because why?
Because also Matt, at the beginning, was like, we'll leave them we'll give them back at some point.
But Matt thinks that if he leaves her behind now, he'll never know if she says the words back to him. So Matt's like, no.
She's coming along still.
She's coming.
Tuon seems to like that.
Yeah, this is one of her secret smile things. She likes when he's take charge Matt.
Yeah, she likes it.
Yeah.
I get it. I like take charge Matt too.
Well, I think because she's quite powerful, that she wouldn't want to marry some kind of meek pushover guy.
Yeah, I get it.
I think that she also wants a leader.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Power couple, you know?
Yeah.
All right, so once they're a few miles from the show...
No. You skipped over my favorite part of the chapter.
Oh, no. What? I can't remember more than half of... I don't even know how it ends.
This is my favorite part because there's... Okay, so in my mind, I like to play the visuals where the Red Arms ride up to Matt and they're like, Renna's escaped and we gotta go get her. Here's your horse. And Matt does the heroic jump on the horse and tell everyone, get as far away as you can. And then there's like the wind blowing in his hair maybe, and there's a look to two on, and then the heroes all ride off. But in RJ's writing, it's like, no, the frantic conversation about what to do with the people. We have to go catch Renna. And then Matt and the Red Arms have to literally walk their horses through the circus so that they don't hurt anybody. And then once they're outside the circus, then they can mount their horses. Okay. And then they can heroically mount up and go and ride after Renna.
That's why I didn't write notes about that. Yep.
Yeah, no, it's like, it's hilarious to me. It's because in a movie, you're going to see the shot where he leaps on his horse and they gallop away.
Right.
Not here.
Not here.
No.
No. I was
not
like,
doing that.
When you were explaining that, I was like, I really don't remember that happening. I didn't know I didn't know where that was going or what you were talking about.
That's okay.
I was like, I don't remember any of this.
Just make up your own scenes for this chapter. It's fine.
You know what? Yours are better. Mine are better. We should rewrite this whole chapter. Okay, but the long and short of it is right now, we're going to go after her because if they don't find her, everyone at the circus might die.
Yeah.
That's it.
You're not going to talk about how the fastest way to cover a lot of ground on a horse, if you want the horse to live, at the end of the...
No.
So if you want the... No.
Nope.
Okay. You can just you take a break. I'm just going to keep talking. So if you want the horse to be alive at the end of this big long journey, you got to walk the animals for half a mile, then you got to trot for half a mile, and then canter, and then run, and then go back to a walk. And then you repeat for the entire day.
There was that one time I did horse facts about the difference between trotting, cantering, and running. Oh yeah, it's good.
Is it going to pick it up?
I don't know, maybe.
What are the horse sounds?
No. Okay. Now, we have to get to this because something exciting really does happen here.
Yeah. It's been a day, half a day. It's been a long time.
That doesn't matter at all. We're going.
Yeah.
And then we find her.
Yes. And it's urgent.
The problem is we find her on the other side of a river.
Yep.
Right?
She's going up a slope, up a ridge.
Yeah. Or
where
something.
On the other side of the ridge is the town where there's probably a bunch of Shanshin or whatever.
Right.
So we gotta get her before she crosses the ridge, because once she's out of her eye line, then we can't catch up to her before she gets to the town.
And she's much too far away. She's like 200 paces away.
Yeah.
We see that she's been riding her horse. Like, the horse is not doing good.
The horse is dead. It just doesn't know it yet.
Yeah, it's like lathering.
Yeah.
Right? That's like what you say when a horse is like...
frothing at the mouth, maybe? I would assume
exactly.
so. Like, it's gonna die of exhaustion. So it's kind of sad for the horse, but
Yeah. So... basically, at this point, we either have to shoot her or let her go free.
Mm-hmm.
And Harnan has his bow raised, and the other Red Arms are ready.
Yep.
And they're like, let us know.
Yeah, like, Matt, hey,
and
man.
This is when I was like, do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
So do you have any, so Matt has feelings about this.
I wish he wouldn't. I wish he was more like me. But he doesn't know what I know,
That's true. He thinks about the women he's put on his own conscience.
Yeah, I know.
It's not as bad as Rand.
No, not nearly.
It's not as bad. So
not nearly.
Do you remember the two that he's...
No.
One is Melindra.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because she...
Dark friend who was going to literally murder him.
He definitely knifed her first.
Another Fires of Heaven.
He's still feeling bad about Tylan. Because...
Oh, Tylan is on his conscience.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he tied her up.
Which is why that was really sad.
It's not great. I mean...
I wish she died a different way.
I wanted her to die.
I just didn't want it to be
that way.
In a way that would make Matt feel bad.
Sure, exactly. I get it. Anyways, and now he's like, oh no, I don't want another one, but I guess I have to. So he's like... shoot.
And I was like, yay!
Get him!
And the crowd goes crazy wild. That was
Yay!
So good.
We murdered her. She deserved it, sort of.
100%. 1,000 million jillion %.
Can I go with a 98?
You can do whatever
I'm gonna go with a 98%.
She for sure deserves it. She was feeding hard candies to Teslin from her hand.
I get it.
For being a good little Damani.
98%.
No, dead.
2% because, how we were raised. I'm just throwing it out there.
I don't care.
2%.
Nope.
No? Okay. 1%? 0.5%?
I think you need to stop feeling any empathy towards the slaver.
Can we switch it and say, okay, the death scene is hilarious.
It's great.
It's so funny.
Tumble. She's so dead.
No, it's so good. I love it. Because you got to go through all the scenes of it. That is like, is Matt watching the entire thing happen?
Yeah.
Because that makes it worse or funnier.
She rolls down the slope into the stream, face down, and then the current finally catches her and pulls her away, and then she drifts down the river.
Yeah. And it's like, and then Matt thinks, at some point, she's like, how long are we standing there watching this body? Like,
we want to make sure she's really dead. Because several arrows hit her.
Yeah,
they
at least
really
two.
Want to make sure.
At least two.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
He does think that makes 3, and never again. I'll die for it, but never again.
Yeah, right. We'll see.
Oh, you don't believe him?
No.
Okay, he does lie to himself often.
Well, and also, I don't care.
Yeah.
Some people have to die sometimes in this book series.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
We just gotta get them dead sometimes.
Sometimes you just gotta... Yeah.
I'm not too concerned about the gender.
You know what? Tom's the guy who's like, if you don't think a woman's gonna kill you just as fast as a man will, like, you're gonna be dead.
Wrong.
You should kill them.
That's right.
So.
That's good. All right, so Matt and the group are gonna ride back to Jurador, but at this point, I think that they're going to meet up with Tuon and Selusha, and they're leaving.
He thinks
because my whole brain was gone back to the whole.
That's what Matt thinks.
Cover.
Matt told everyone to leave, so he thinks it's like, I'm gonna go back to the town. I'm gonna sleep, and then I'm gonna catch up with everybody tomorrow.
Right.
He gets to the town is closed. He goes to the circus that hasn't left yet.
Right.
And he's like, okay, you should have left.
Okay.
Yeah.
Minor details I missed about and then where he was. Because I thought they were, like, in the town.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. So, but then he goes to Luca's wagon, and he's surprised by who's here, because it's Tuon and Selusha, and Luca and his wife, and he's like, bro, like, I told you to take the circus away, and Tuon, everyone's supposed to be gone.
Yeah.
But you're all here. And then Luca's like, sorry, man, Tuon told us not to go, so everyone's still here.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're not gone.
Right.
We're still here.
That makes way more sense.
Okay.
Now that I know.
Yeah.
And remember, that's fine. And probably I'll read the rest of this second half here.
Yeah.
Before I read the next chapter. Just to really get a sense of what's actually happening. Because I thought maybe they were still in the town, but no, you're right. They're definitely at Luca's wagon.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, because the part I picked up on the most was that Tuon is like, hey, is she captured or dead? Because if Matt's back here, that means...
she's captured or dead.
Right.
Or, I guess,
and
got
Matt
away,
says
like, probably
dead,
not.
But he is clearly upset about it.
Yeah.
And Tuon is like, no, you do not feel upset for murdering a traitor.
Yeah.
Do not mourn a traitor. She deserves it. It was justice.
Yeah, and it's kind of interesting because she's like, Renna betrayed the Empire because she did technically betray the Empire by doing everything she's done so far, but then she was also going to betray you, Matt, so it's justice. It's cool. She's just like, she's a big traitor.
Good.
Yeah.
I got Tuon's back here.
Cool.
I agree.
And she declared it. That it is...
So it is so.
It's true. It's justice. I've declared it.
Yeah. I declare bankruptcy.
Yes.
Same feels.
Yeah.
Same vibe, right?
It's also funny because, like, hey, you know those feelings you're feeling, Matt, about murdering that woman? I've declared that you will not feel that way anymore. And Matt says, thank you. I feel much better. And then Matt's just like, he shuts his eyes and he doesn't respond. And then this is when he asks Luca, like, hey, is everyone here still? Like, what's happening? And Luca's like, yeah. Yeah, Tuon said don't, and so we didn't. Okay.
Well, yeah, and then that's basically the end of this chapter.
Yeah, and it really just kind of ends with Luca being super excited because Tuon gave him a warrant that basically puts his show under the personal protection of her, who's the daughter of the Nine Moons. So it's
Right.
Yeah. And he's like, hey, with this warrant, I could even go to Shanshan and put it on the show for the Empress. And once again, Luca is 100% Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
Because they're going to go overseas and put on a show for the Queen, which happens in The Greatest Showman.
No, not really. But okay.
It kind of does, sort of.
Well, they go meet the Queen.
Yeah. But that's the thing. That's what Luca's like. That's what he wants to do next. That's his next thing. Okay. And then Tuon's like, don't you dare Don't use that warrant for just, like, whatever, man.
Right.
That's not what it's for.
I feel like I thought at this point, now we're leaving the circus. Like, if Luca's setting up to do the show, because I'm trying to figure out why my brain thinks that we're not with the circus anymore, but I remember this
Matt
Lucas
told
scene.
everyone to leave.
I thought that maybe we're still about to leave.
Okay.
Like, we're not going to stay with the circus still, are we?
Well, you know.
Okay.
Okay, anyways.
Anyway, whatever.
Don't forget about what Tuon is now wearing.
Rosebuds.
Yes,
Yeah.
okay.
I did, okay.
She has the little cluster of silk rosebuds pinned on her shoulder. It's the gift.
It's the gift.
Courting accepted.
Courting accepted, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what it's gotta mean.
I think so.
Okay.
I agree. And Matt just doesn't get the ladies. And there's a perfectly missed opportunity for Matt to think that Perrin and Rand understand ladies better than he does.
There was, and it was not taken.
I haven't heard that
Shoot.
in way too long.
Yeah, that's true.
I really need that.
That's true.
I needed that this book, you know?
We do have the laughing until his ribs hurt, though. That happens quite often.
Oh, he's crazy.
That's a little bit Rand-esque.
Yeah,
like a little bit, yeah.
It's a little crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
There we go.
Some of that was pretty exciting.
You know, it's a good chapter. Funny, fun, good stuff happens. I didn't
Not
put
funny like ha-ha or anything.
No, not
But,
that
like-
way. But like the body rolling down the hill, face
Oh, my
down,
God.
the river finally sweeping her up, and then Matt watching the body drift
Yeah.
off. Like, it's
Mm-hmm.
it's a little bit of like crazy laughing until my ribs hurt. Sort
Yeah,
of.
it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Not my favorite, but next chapter, I have picked it as my favorite chapter of the book.
Okay, well, it's the last one, so...
Well, plus the 3-page epilogue.
You can't pick an epilogue as your favorite chapter. It's not a chapter.
It is a chapter. I'm pretty sure I picked an
An
epilogue
epilogue
once.
is not a chapter. It's
I'm
literally an
pretty
epilogue.
sure.
No, you can't. You never did. You're wrong. Because I would have scorned you
Oh, okay.
and thrown you out of the house.
Okay. Oh, no.
No such thing will happen under my roof.
Oh, I picked the Dragonmount prologue as a favorite chapter.
You know what? That was before I knew what was going on.
Same here. Neither of us knew what was going on at that point. But I did pick the last chapter of Fires of Heaven as my favorite, too. So.
Oh, I feel that. I get that.
Okay.
I picked every chapter of Fires of Heaven as my favorite.
Anyways.
I love Fires of Heaven. Anytime, like, this whole episode, how many times did I get to talk about great things that happened in Fires of Heaven?
A couple.
A lot.
A couple. Okay. You can go finish the book. And we are done Crossroads of Twilight.
No, we're not. Not yet.
Well, right after you finish. You.
We still have like 2 full
Once you
episodes
read
of
it.
talking about this book
That's
before
fine.
we're done it.
And then we can strike it from our memories.
Well, we'll have to. No, not that we'll have to. It will just happen naturally.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because nothing memorable is memorable.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
This was good, though.
Hey,
was
go
funny.
read next
This was
chapter and tell me nothing's memorable.
You know what?
You do that.
I am looking forward to that.
Okay.
I certainly hope that the last chapter of this book, something happens.
Me too.
That's my prediction.
All right.
How are we ending a book with nothing happening? Right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
Dark One breaks out, and it's a Dark One
though.
battle.
Winter's Heart was a pretty decent book.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like this or anything. It was a decent book. Not particularly exciting, but not particularly bad. And then the last chapter was the cleansing. And that was,
huge.
Whoa, it was wild. And
Huge.
it just made it so much better. So, maybe,
I would appreciate it if you don't go into the next chapter
with high hopes.
comparing it to the cleansing. I would appreciate that. Just like, you know.
I'm not. I'm honestly not. If literally anything happens, it'll be a win. So.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Literally anything
Let's
can
do that.
happen. I hope with Rand.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
We got like one Rand
We really
chapter.
didn't have very much.
We got nothing.
Okay.
I really want to go back. I want to see what that guy's doing. Like somebody else, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Or couple perspectives, maybe.
Again, let's limit our expectations.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. So before you go ahead and kill one of your enemies and then be ordered not to feel bad about it, I'm going to say that this is part of the pattern now.
Yeah, it's part of the pattern.
Thanks so much for listening to this episode. The Wheel Weaves is hosted and edited by Dani and Brett. Produced by Dani and Brett, with Passion Socks, Cody Fouts, Benjamin, Michelle O'Brien, Jonathan Reese, Jamie Young, Megan Smiley, Jared Berg, Ricky Morissette, Lance Barden, Charlie Haz, Adam, Hannah Green, Marta Thier, and Michelle Forbes. With music by Audionautics. Be sure to check out our Patreon page if you're interested in supporting us and the podcast. We'd love to send you some Patreon exclusive merch as a thank you, plus you'll gain access to our episodes earlier than everyone else, and at the time of this recording, we have over 40 bonus episodes for your listening pleasure. You can find all that and more at patreon.com/thewheelweavespodcast. For general information about our show, and information like how to send us shot glasses, how to join our Discord, and how to get in touch with us, visit thewheelweavespodcast.com. And as always, please be sure to give us that 5-star review because it really does make a huge difference helping people find us. And if you put your Instagram or Twitter handle in your 5-star review on Apple, we select reviews at random to send people some exclusive merch as a thank you. So be sure to do that so you can grab some cool stickers and bookmarks. Be sure to tell a friend, Riyadh, because referrals really are the best compliment. Thanks again for listening. This really is part of the pattern now.